that I will know how to say no to drugs and alcohol. The D.A.R.E program is wonderful. I hope it teaches kids to say no, not be curious, and to stand up for themselves. It has taught me all of that. The way people look when they're on drugs makes me not even wonder what drugs are like. The people that use drugs won't tell you that they're happy. Their lives are probably miserable. Drug users probably won't have a job, a wife, or a husband, and the money they have they will use to buy drugs. So if somebody offers you drugs and says they'll make you cool or happy, don't believe them. People who don't use drugs are much better off. Smoking is something I will never do. Our teacher showed us a poster of a smoker's lungs. They are all black and tarred. I want my lungs to be healthy. Drinking is another thing I won't do, especially when I'm driving. I wish wrecks caused by drunk drivers would stop. I wouldn't want a family member, a friend, or myself to die like that. I think it is important to be drug-free because you get a lot more benefits. You can play sports, be in activities, or play an instrument. You can live longer, be healthier, and have more friends. People say you'll be cooler if you take drugs, but really you'll be more cool if you say no. I have learned a lot in D.A.R.E. I have learned about self-esteem. Drugs don't give you a higher self-esteem. I have learned about violence. Violence isn't a way to solve problems, but I've learned about drugs the most. I learned the right ways to say no, different approaches to influence you to take drugs, and what they do to you. Because of all I learned in D.A.R.E., I will never do drugs, use violence, or anything. I would really like to thank Officer Holton for teaching us the D.A.R.E program. If everyone understood about drugs like I do, there wouldn't be a problem with drugs.
Thank you, Kelly. Our second place finisher is from Course Elementary School, Amanda Fred.
I really like D.A.R.E. I feel that it is fun, enjoyable, and educational. Officer Holton has taught us that we should never do drugs and not to use violence. She has taught us that using drugs is bad for our bodies and can hurt or kill us. We learned about taking risks and to weigh the good and bad consequences so we can make the right decisions in life. We learned what a lot of words meant and we talked about them. Officer Holton helped us learn definitions of new words. We learned how to resolve a disagreement, how to feel good about ourselves, and we learned to say no to 4 different ways kids try to get us to use drugs. And we figured out some reasons why kids use drugs. Some kids use drugs because they want to feel cool. Others take drugs because of peer pressure or to please a friend. We learned about advertisements and how they try to influence you to drink beer, do marijuana, or to start smoking. We also learned about the dangers of cocaine, marijuana, and smoking. She taught us to be responsible by turning in our homework. We found out that we are all special in our own way, and we shouldn't take drugs and ruin our body. We should take care of ourselves by not taking drugs. But of all the things we learned, I think the most important is to stay off drugs and to keep our bodies clean. Now if I ever get off of drugs, I will know what to do, how to say no, and to walk away. I've learned that it isn't smart to do drugs and it's stupid. In D.A.R.E, I've learned the 8 ways to say no to help me stay away from drugs and violence. I think it is important to be drug-free and avoid violence because most people want to live a long, happy life. If you use drugs, you won't get these things. I also think that they are bad because they hurt and kill you. I'm never ever going to do drugs because of what I've learned in D.A.R.E and because I want to live a long, happy life. I'm drug-free.
First place winner this year in the D.A.R.E essay contest of taking a stand goes to Joshua Cloak from the Danville Elementary School.
Drugs. The biggest question in my life right now. The world is so sick today. Years and years ago we didn't need D.A.R.E, and we shouldn't need it today. But I'm glad we do because I have seen kids in 5th, 6th, and 7th grade that are doing drugs. Their parents act like they could care less about what or who they hang out with and what they do. But the time those kids are 20, their lungs will be so black that they will have to live on medication for the rest of their lives. And they'll be locked up and they'll go crazy. And then they will wind up hurting or killing themselves. Games, TV, peer pressure, and media are the most known for the drugs in this world today, and all the violence. When kids see violence on cartoons, TV shows, and movies, they might try to push or shoot someone with a gun, and the kids don't understand that it really hurts. When I was younger, my grandpa died because he smoked and drank. He died right after I turned 2. Ever since I was 3, my parents taught me never to do drugs, and I'm so glad that I know what to do if someone asks me if I want a beer or a cigarette. I have 2 choices, to do it or not to do it. Everyone has rights, one of them is to say no. My parents also have taught me not to cheat or lie. Now if I do, I feel guilty because I know that I am hurting them. My dad and I used to throw away and hide my aunt's cigarettes and lighters. If we could take all of the money in the world from cigarettes in 1 month, there wouldn't be any more world hunger in the world today. Some mothers, when they go out and get high and get pregnant and finally have their baby, they don't feel what to do. They don't know what to do with it, so they throw it in a dumpster. Some people will even sell their babies to buy drugs that they think they need. People have become so addicted to drugs that they can't stop. They just have to have them, or they will go wacko and wind up accidentally hurting or killing someone or themselves. These are the reasons why I'm not going to take part in any kind of drugs or alcohol.
We will now have the presentation of the certificates for the graduates. We're going to start tonight with Salter Elementary School, Mrs. Polling's class. I want to thank Mrs. Swanner for substituting for Mrs. Polling, who cannot be here tonight.
Matt Brandmeier, Charles Budson, Jacob Buss, Nicholas Cartwright, Sarah Cockrell, David Cross, Michelle Ewald, Rachel Fowler, Laura Frazee, Shelley Hancock, Ashley Jensen, Sharon Jackson, Cooper Miller, Anna Price, Miranda Pringle, Ichabod Purnell, Tila Robinson, Renina Ruth, Joseph Schneekloth, Stephanie Shalom, Stormy Smith, Micah Washington, and Carrie Young.
Shalee Brown, Jason Dalston, Jennifer Hand, Ryan Hannah, Nick Harris, Joe Hayhoe, Terrell Jackson, Scotty Moeller, Bo Morris, Courtney Pickens, April Smith, Tabitha Smith, Amy Sturmer, Amy Stratton, Amy Talbot, Josh Wagler, Megan Wagner, Amanda Wilson, Stephanie Wilson, Jonathan Wood.
Taking a long time. Everybody get on Romer's shirt. Dad, is everybody going to get on Romer's shirt?
This is the 15th time I've stood at this podium, and it never ceases to amaze me how sad it makes me to be finished with D.A.R.E, but yet how excited it makes me for the students. I know that in the last 17 weeks, we've gone over a lot of stuff. Some of it interesting, maybe some of it a little boring, but all of it important. And the reason it's important is because you're important. You're important to me, you're important to these people you see up here in front of you, you're important to your teachers and to your families. And that's why we're here, because of you. Because we care about you. When someone asks me what I think about the D.A.R.E program and whether or not I think it's working, it's hard for me not to get up on a soapbox and sing the virtues of the D.A.R.E program. I usually do that. But I know too that D.A.R.E isn't perfect. Because people aren't perfect. Because we make mistakes. Because sometimes we make decisions that later on we wish we hadn't made. We make decisions and we think, that wasn't too smart. Well, one of the reasons we have D.A.R.E now, while you're still in elementary school, is to get you ready to make some decisions. Decisions about using drugs. Decisions about becoming involved in violence. Because ladies and gentlemen, you are going to make those decisions. I'm not going to make it for you. Your parents aren't going to make it for you. When it comes right down to it, you're going to make it for yourself. I hope that you make a wise decision. I hope that you remember that a consequence is what happens after you make a decision, and you know that whatever consequence happens, you'll be the one living with it. It affects those of us around you. It affects your parents. It affects me. Because I'm your D.A.R.E officer, because I care about you. It affects Sergeant Parker. He's your D.A.R.E officer. He cares about you. A lot of things are going to change over the next years. Maybe 2 or 3 years from now, you'll see me on the sidewalk, or you'll see me in school, and you'll go, aren't you, oh, what's her name? And you may not remember my name. That's okay. I may not remember yours. Because you make about 3,500 students that I've helped graduate from the D.A.R.E program. But remember what we've learned. Remember that no matter what happens, there are people that care about you. Sergeant Parker said earlier that our time with you is short and parents' time with you is long, and that's true. I'm not going to see you every week. Next week I start teaching in 4 new elementary schools, but parents, they're still going to come home to you at 3:30 in the afternoon. They're going to be there for you and with you. Please remember that you're their best example. You're their greatest example. They are treasures. Treasure them. There's all kinds of talk nowadays about recycling and saving cans and saving newspapers and save the whales and save the spotted owls. Well, I'm for saving the children. That's why I go. They're not recyclable. This is it. We don't remanufacture them. They get one shot. Ladies and gentlemen, you get one shot. Make it a good one. Make it count. Because even though I'm not going to be in your classroom next week, though I may pop in, you never know. Even though 3 years from now, or 4 years from now, or 5 years from now, you might not know my name, you're still going to be there. Take care of yourself, because I'll be watching you. Even when you don't see me, know that I'll be watching you. Remember, parents and students alike, you're our resource. You're our future. You're the future that my child that's younger than you will grow up to live in. Make it a good one. I'm depending on you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming, and good night.
Get that. Go.
Ow! You didn't have to jump.
I want.
So, you don't have to jump.
Go to put the car up so I can sit.
Then we'll go really fast.
Easy. Turn around so I can see the back. Okay, you gonna race again?
Yeah. Get your motor started. I just need to tighten up the springs.
Mark. That's it. Go.
He ran right over. Yeah! I'm not your motor started. Not yet.
That's it.
So we're going. Don't go yet.
Mark, get that. Go.
Yeah!
Sorry.
Who's the winner?
Me and he pushed it. Because he pushed his.
He pushed it that one time.
You both push it then.
Okay.
Again. Adam on, yeah! Wait for Adam!
No, it's
The
on.
winner is Adam! Yeah!
Wait. Yeah, you make a page on the wood person.
Mom, he's gonna...
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Ellie! Happy birthday to you!
You open your presents?
This is from Adam.
Help me, madam.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Ooh, it's cold. You got all that?
Yeah. I know this is for Aunt Sally. Is she like, Mom?
No.
Dad?
I bought it. Mommy and Daddy bought it. This is for Mommy and Daddy.
Oh, boy.
not a play doll. Go put it in your room.
Is that film? Like Angel's gonna chew on it.
It's beautiful. Come on, sit down here, man. Pick my something all see.
Now.
Can you see there?
That is like. Book.
This is from Mommy and Daddy.
Bobby, can you turn? Let me see.
Turn Daddy's way.
Oh boy, Pocahontas.
That's from Mommy and Daddy.
Thank you. I know you got me that because I watched the movie Live about it.
There you go. Put all the paper in your sack.
Get the paper on there.
Ellie, sit down and sit down. Let me grab them all.
Open them this way,
Ellie,
Bobby.
may open this way.
Coloring book.
That's from Joseph.
Coloring book. Thank you, Joseph.
You don't want no hug. You don't want to go there, Maria.
Yeah.
Careful with that one. That's from both of the boys.
Joseph and Anna. Take your seat.
A Pocahontas cup. A Pocahontas cup.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. They wrapped in a two-tone.
Let me see.
See?
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's from the boys. The brothers.
Can only I use it?
Well, I'm sure that's who it's for.
I don't want the boys want to use a Pocahontas cup.
Yeah. I do.
Benjamin, sit back. I
I was supposed to ask this.
And Daddy can't see what you're unwrapping when you're squirting away. That's from Adam.
Pocahontas.
Where'd you get your cup?
I got Pocahontas. A Pocahontas towel. Look at all these Pocahontas things.
That's a washcloth in towel.
That's a washcloth in towel. Okay, neat.
This can be
Tell
all.
me when you unwrap them, you need to hold them up so Daddy can see.
Turn around.
Turn around so we can see.
You do it like this, and then poke them up when you want them to
I
see.
knew it. I knew
That's
it.
from Joseph.
Pocahontas pins. I knew it. I knew it. It was.
That's from Joseph. You give Joseph big huggies for that?
Okay. I'll open this now.
Stay seated like that.
That's small. Pocahontas.
Read it. Read it.
Pocahontas.
It isn't. Oh, what's that word right there? That's what it is.
Sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds.
Pocahontas.
Them are big seeds, big flowers.
They get up to here. I had to wrap them too. Seeds. Like sunflower. Ellie, sit down.
I like sunflower seeds. I'll eat them for.
I'll hand them to you. Just stay right there so Daddy can see you. Another glass.
Sally, I ain't got you in this yet.
Good. Poor Mike.
I was pointing right at her on purpose.
I want one of those in it. My birthday. When I
Look at that down there on the floor.
on my birthday, I want one of those cups for my bike.
It goes right in your bike, Kelly. It goes
Yeah.
You won't be thirsty. It's gonna fall down the hole.
That one I want. That I.
For your bike. I'll sit down. I'll do it.
Who got it?
That's for Mommy and Daddy too.
You want one of those?
Yeah.
Get one of those.
This is from Uncle Lyle.
And the 3 kids.
Oh, and the 3 kids.
That's for everybody.
That's from Uncle Lyle and Amanda and Benjamin.
I got
Wow.
I got one of those.
What you got?
one more. I got
Yes,
one.
I know. Give her that. She didn't take the practice. I told her to take the practice
Who did?
off. Patty. Told her to take the practice off. She didn't do it.
This is for mom and dad.
Game?
This is from the boys I met.
Is this a game?
Forget about this. This is from the boys.
Is this a game and you got
No, it's
candy?
make your own necklaces and stuff.
Is it a candy?
No, it's just you
You
make
got
your
a
own necklace.
call.
You and I can sit down and make necklaces.
And
With
I didn't know
dust-
that, but it's Pocahontas.
They'll be.
Yeah.
You put you make.
Suzanne. You didn't see that. This is a Pocahontas.
I seen that. The kids told me. I didn't know that. The kids
There's a
told me.
car
I
in
didn't know
there.
either.
I don't know. That's not Pocahontas.
You think she got
She
something?
even got one from somebody from her party.
Say she.
Oh, yeah.
Pocahontas.
Two, baby.
Two.
Yeah. That one thing.
Did you?
I've only seen one.
There's two.
One for
The
it.
camera
You got a camera?
and that one
Yeah,
thing.
that's what I wanted to
I didn't
find.
see it.
I don't know
Bubble
what
top.
my camera is at.
You put it in the bubbles.
It blows bubbles, honey.
Let's see.
Wait, I'm gonna show my daddy.
I want the rest of it.
This is from Aunt Sally.
Yeah.
She can read it.
I'm not a
Yeah, I knew it. Little bubble.
$8.
Why is that
$8 for her age.
Seven,
It should be 8 there.
Should be 8.
5, 6, 7,
She belongs
8.
Buy our own self something.
Thank you.
Read the card.
I would keep it.
Read this first. You can read in cursive.
Birthday, white lady, with
No, you can't read
What?
cursive handwriting. A birthday wish for you, your new niece. Now you can read the inside. Read over here first.
this one message.
Flower.
Sign.
Please, sincerely.
Sincerely for you.
It's gonna be loud.
Yeah, our
We're allowed to date and read.
everything you do. Also when an extra wish that comes to make us clear
Read louder.
there's special joy in your wishes. Wish God well the year. Happy birthday.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, anything.
Up, I got Sally now. I got her.
Another computer.
That's your chip to go in your computer
Oh,
for new games.
New
Who
games
got
is
me
going
this?
to a computer.
Me and Mommy did.
Mommy and Daddy.
thank you.
Oh, she spit.
Tell me my shower.
I didn't know you put new discs in that game.
Yeah, there's a hole there. So then you have to go with your ads and stuff like maybe the biggest spray. You own a alarm clock. It's an alarm clock.
Now you
Mom,
get
can
yourself
you
a...
set it? Mom, can you set it?
Yeah, I'll set it tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, Mom doesn't get up.
No, I'll still get up, but she needs to learn how to tell time real good. She can tell time a little bit, but not very good. She can tell time from her clocks and her 30s, 7:30 or 8:30. You know what that is?
Oh, I know. It's me.
Now I know
it's next.
Yeah.
I know what she's getting now.
I got one of those, right?
Don't get on yet.
I got
I
one
just
of
get
those.
Blue Sally, I know it.
I got this.
She got inside gift.
She got some on that.
The cat.
That's good enough. Inside it with the virus.
Who's that? Hey, read that?
Oh.
Made from.
Tablet kids.
That's for me. This one for me. The other one for me.
So you better open
Which
it.
one is this from?
Oh, wow. That's from us.
Well, then I know what Ellie got next.
Where'd you get that wrapping paper out, Lod?